here with now the head coach of the Maine Black Bears, Jack Cosgrove. How you doing? All right?
We're doing great, thank you.
Good. Yeah, we were just talking a moment ago. I said back in the day, I know my parents and my neighbors. We had a place up in Agunquit, Maine. You know, it was a little vacation spot. You said you just came from there.
Just came from there with my wife. We spent 3 nights there and love the ocean.
Yep.
Great restaurants. Nice little town for the wife as well. She likes walking around and the shops and all that stuff.
Good, yeah. People don't understand really. I mean, it's like they always equate to winter and stuff. But hey, when it's nice, it's nice. I
Vacation land USA,
exactly,
the way life should
right?
be.
Yeah, that's exactly. So, and I know the summer's nearing an end here, especially obviously on the football side of things with the season starting up. You go 5-6 last year, 4-4 in the league, and it was a very young team, And then we talked about some of the injuries and stuff too. But where are you at this year, and how you build off of that, especially with a lot of returning players and the entire offensive line coming back and that kind of stuff?
Well, we're a 13 championship team in the league, and we lost 19 seniors off of that football team. So we expected to be challenged last year in the experience category. What I saw is a team that got better as the year went along. We didn't start out well, but won 3 of our last 4 and took New Hampshire, right to the very last minute in a great football game to end the season. And of course, New Hampshire had a great year, so we felt like we really made some progress last week. We had a great off season. Spring practice was very, very productive for us. I mean, this football team is ready to take a step. We got some veteran players, a senior class that has a great attitude, high effort group, and I think that's, and they're a very coachable group, and I think that's where a lot of football games are won and lost, right there with that group of guys and what they bring into your locker room.
23rd year for you coming up, and I've always kind of admired especially what you've done up in there. Obviously Sean McDonald in New Hampshire, and because it's not so easy in terms of, we talk about the travel and having to go recruiting and getting people to come all the way up there. Sometimes I know you do a great job in state as well, but like, what are some of the challenges that you face that year after year that maybe other people don't understand what goes on and how you have to develop a championship team?
I'm in Union High School this winter, recruiting a guy right at the entrance there to the Holland Tunnel. And a young man said to me, "Coach, until you walked in here, I didn't even know where Maine was." And I think that's something that we're not down the street. You don't pass by Maine. It's a destination point, so we have to sell that. We have to get young people to take a visit, to come and look at us. And when we get them to do that, I think they like what they see. But in general, we're not on that roadmap of drive around and see the schools, or we're not on that, parent trip to visit around, because we're not down the street. And so it takes an extra effort to recruit, and you got to roll your sleeves up a little bit more. But the young men that we end up getting are great fits for our environment, and they've prospered there, both as students and athletes.
All right. Talk a little bit about like the defense, where you have 9 starters coming back on the defensive side of things. Year to year, I know things change so much, but is that kind of maybe an area where you say, okay, we're going to need this group to kind of keep us steady and propel us and initially to start, or do you feel like the offense is right there too?
I think the expectation is that group will set the tone. In preseason, they have reason to have a lot of confidence. We have some guys who just love playing football on that side of the ball. I think it's easier to love playing football on that side of the ball. I like our front 7 very much. It's very veteran. We've got 2 preseason all-conference selections in Trevor Bates and Christoph Malumba Shamanga, and those are 2 big playmakers for us and guys who have played a lot of football. I think we have a couple of rising stars in that group as well. Pat Ricard as a defensive tackle. Darius Green, 2 young guys that are going into their junior year and I think are really ready to make an impact. So our front 7, I feel, has a lot of the attributes and abilities that you'll like to see. There's some depth there at the linebacker position. There's our ability to rush, put some players in some rush situations and pressure the quarterback. Our big concern will be, we lost a great corner in Axel Afori and a great safety in Kyrie Almatine. So we're a little bit less experienced in the back end of things, and we've got some talent back there. We just got to sort out who that's going to be, because you've got to have great cover guys if you're going to be a pressure football team.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's going to start out with a bang too, Boston College and Tulane. So a couple tough ones to start, but wish you the best of luck there. And thanks again for joining us.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Great being here.
Coach.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks
Jack
very much.
Cosgrove in Maine, getting ready for his 23rd season as coach.